Hello friends, my name is Prince and welcome to our Mind Touch Tech YouTube channel. In this tutorial of 1 hour, we will learn JavaScript. If you really want to learn JavaScript, then this video is for you. You should watch this video till the end. So let's get started. So in the first 3 minutes of introduction, we will discuss what is JavaScript, what is the importance of JavaScript, and how can we use JavaScript or where does JavaScript code run. So what is JavaScript, friends? JavaScript is a programming language or a scripting language which is used to make your website interactive. Or in other words, we can say that JavaScript is a scripting language which is used to update content, controlling multimedia, and also used to animate images. So this is about what is JavaScript and the importance of JavaScript. Now the third question is that where does JavaScript code run? So friends, you can run JavaScript code in any browser. You can use any browser, you can use Chrome browser, you can use Firefox browser, any browser, whatever you like. So I'm using here the Chrome browser. So to run the JavaScript code, you first have to click right and then go to the inspect here, and then you have to go to the console window here. Okay friends, so this is our console window. Now to print any number or any word, you can write here that is inside that you can write here console dot log, and in the braces you have to write here single quote and the message that is the hello, and then click enter. Now you can see here that hello has been printed. Okay friends, also friends, you can do mathematical calculations in JavaScript. So you can write here a number that is 2 plus 3 that is 5. You can see here that 5 is here. So it means that this is JavaScript code, or you can run JavaScript code in your console window, friends. So this is about the first, that is the console window, that is how can you run JavaScript code in console window. In our next video, we will print hello world program, which is the first program of the JavaScript. Okay friends, now in this tutorial, we will print hello world program in JavaScript. Okay, so to print hello world program in JavaScript, you need a text editor. You can use any text editor, you can use Sublime text editor, you can use Visual Studio Code, or you can use Atom. Any text editor, whatever you like. So my favorite is Sublime text editor. So friends, let's get started. So to print the hello world program, you first have to create a file that is javascript.html file. To click on file, new file here friends, and then again click on file, save as, and then save it in any location, whatever you like, and then name the file that is javascript.html and then save. I have created this file already. So first of all, what you need to do friends, you need to have a HTML body structure. So write here HTML body structure. Okay friends, now after the body tag, what you have to do friends, you have to write here the script tag friends, script tag, and then close of the script tag. Why script tag? Because you are going to write the JavaScript code between the script tag friends. Script tag means that you are writing the JavaScript code friends. Okay, and you can see that friends, script tag is here after the body tag. Okay, after the body tag. Why? Because if you write script tag after the body tag, then it reduces the loading time of your website. But if you write the script tag between the head tag, then it increases the loading time of your website. So that's why we write script tag between the body section. Now to print the hello world, what you need to do guys, you have to write here the console dot log and braces, and in the double quotes you have to write here hello world. Okay, and then in last semicolon. Semicolon means that is the line has been ended. Okay, now control plus S friends here, and then what you have to do, you have to go to the JavaScript. Here there you can see here that JavaScript, right click here and then go to the inspect here again, and then go to the console. Now you can see that hello world has been printed in your console window. Okay, so this is the first method to print hello world, and now the second method to print the hello world is that, let us see here. So first of all, let us remove the console.log. You have to write here document.write, and here in the double quotes you have to write here hello world. This will print in the browser screen, not in the console window. Control plus S friends, and then control plus R, you can see that hello world has been printed in your browser screen. So these are the two methods to print the hello world program. Okay friends, so this is about our first program in JavaScript. Now we will learn about external JavaScript. Friends, external JavaScript, or by using external JavaScript, you can write the JavaScript code separately and it will save your time, friends. Friends, you can write this document.write statement in external JavaScript, friends. Okay, so to create the external JavaScript, what you need to do, you need to click on file and then click on new file and then click on again file and then click on save as. Now save it in the same location and then name it, that is the javascript.js. javascript.js. You need to write here the .js extension for the JavaScript file, friends, and then click on the save button. Okay, now what you need to do, you need to cut the document.write statement from here and then you have to paste it here. Okay, and then now control plus s. Okay, control plus s, you will see in the browser, that is control plus r, that is nothing is here. Why nothing is here? Because you have to connect the external JavaScript to the HTML section, that is this javascript.js file. Okay, what you need to do, you have to connect this javascript.js file in HTML section. So how to create that? You have to write here between the script tag, that is the src tag, and then name of the file, that is the javascript.js. You can see here that I have linked this external JavaScript here inside this HTML section. Okay, now control plus s, friends, and then control plus r, you can see here that hello world has been printed. So this is about the external JavaScript. We have learned that how can we link external JavaScript in your HTML section. Now friends, we will learn about the most important concept of JavaScript, that is variables in JavaScript. So what is variable, friends? Variable is any name. Variable is any name which is used to store any data, any value temporary. So these are the temporary names. Okay friends, so friends, suppose I have created a variable that is name and I have assigned a value that is name is equals to prince. So here name is the variable which stores the data, that is the prince. And if I create any variable that is age, then age is equals to 34 or 24, that is age is the name of the variable and 24 is the value of that variable. Okay, so this is about the variables. Now let us see how to create variables in JavaScript. This is important, friends. So first of all guys, you need to remove this, and to create the variable, what you have to write, you first have to write var keyword and then name of the variable, that is suppose name, and then you have to write equal to here, and in the double quotes or single quotes you have to write the value of the variable, that is prince, and then you have to write here the semicolon. Okay, so semicolon is necessary. So here this prince is the value and this name is the name of the variable. Now to print that, you have to write here document dot write here, and then in the braces of this you have to write here the name, that is the name of the variable, and then semicolon. Now control plus s, friends, and then control plus r, you can see here that name has been printed, that is we have printed the value of the variable by using the variable name. So this is about the variable. Now friends, notice here some conditions, that is some rules, that is variable name cannot be a reserved keyword. What are these reserved keywords? Like which are reserved keyword, like if statement, if keyword, else keyword, break statement, switch statement. So this can't be there. Like if I write here if, so this can't be a variable name, so it will not print anything. So what you have to do, you can write here any name, like name, age, anything you can write here. And the second rule is that variable name should be meaningful. Variable name should be meaningful. What does it mean? That is you should not write here that is variable a is equals to prince. It doesn't make any sense. You will be confused that what is that a. If you write here name, then you will be identify that it is the name of any guy or name of any boy. Okay, so you can write here, you can't write here a, you just have to write here the name, that is the name of that is name. This is correct. So it should be meaningful, guys. Okay, so this is the second rule of this. Now the third rule is that, friends, variable name can't start with any number like 2 and then name, so it will give a error. And then the third is that variable in variables there will be no space. Okay, that is name, and then there will be, if you write anything, then there will be no space in variable. Okay friends, so this is the concept of the variable. I hope you have understood that. In our next tutorial we will learn about the constant. Okay friends, now let's learn about the const keyword, that is the constant value. Okay friends, so now if I write here, that is the suppose here variable, okay, variable, and the name of the variable, that is the value, is equals to, suppose I give a value that is 2, and then again if I change the value, that is value is equals to now 3, that is I have changed this value. Okay, now if I try to print this value, that is the document dot write, and here inside braces, that is the value, that is the variable name, and then now semicolon, control plus s, control plus r, you can see here that there is a value that is 3. Okay, this has been printed. But friends, if I write here the const keyword before the variable tag, now it means that this value is constant, that is this variable is constant, its value is constant, and this can't be changed. And if I write here that is value is equals to 3, then it will not print this value, that is because it is constant. Control r, you can see that nothing is there. Why nothing is there? Because this is the constant. Okay friends, in this tutorial we will learn about type of keyword. Okay, so friends, to learn the use of the type of keyword, first of all I have to create a variable, name of the variable name, and then value, that is the prince, and then the semicolon. Now let us create another variable, that is variable, and then names would be suppose a number, or you can use any like age is equals to, and then age should be like 24. You have to remove here the double quotes because otherwise it will consider it a string, so you have to write simply here the 24 and semicolon. Another type of variable, that is variable, and then suppose name should be like value, and then value suppose you can give it true or false, like false is okay, it can either be true or it can either be false. This is the boolean value. Okay friends, so now let us know the type of these variables. So to know the type of these variables, control plus s, control plus r, right click on inspect, go to the console window, and here you have to write here the type of keyword, that is type of keyword, and then you have to write space, that is the space, and then the name of the variable, that is name. Click enter, you can see here that this name is of string type, that is the name variable is of string type. And then let's know the type of the variable, that is the age. So again you have to write here the type of, and then space, and the name of the variable, that is age. You can see that age is of number because we have stored number, that is 24. Now if you want to know the type of the value, this value, now again you have to write here the type of keyword, and then again the name of the variable, that is value, and you can see that this is the boolean expression, that is true or false. So this is all about the type of keyword. Now let's learn about the objects which can store multiple values. Like if I write here the variable and the name of the variable, that is student, and then you have to write here equal to, and then the parenthesis. Okay, now you can write here the name of the student, name colon, and then name of the student in single quote, that is prince, and then you have to write here the comma. Okay, and after that you have to write here age, and then again colon, and the age of the student, like you can write here, that is here age suppose 24, and then after the end of the parentheses you have to write here the semicolon. So here we have created the object named student, friends. Okay, now we want to print the name and age. So to print that you have to write here the document dot write, and in the parentheses you have to write here student. Okay friends, now if I write here student, it will not print the value of name and age, it will show you that is this is the object. Like if I control s, control r, you can see that it is showing that both are object, but it's not showing name and age. So to show that, what you need to do, you have to access, that is the dot and then the name. You have to access the name by using dot operator. You can see that now prince is there. If you want to access the age also, so what you have to do, friends, you have to remove it and you have to write here the age, control plus s, and then now control plus r. You can see that age is there, age has been printed. You can also change the value of any object, like student dot age, and let's change the age, that is 24. Before the age was 24, now the age is 25. Now control plus s here, friends, now you can see here that it's now age is 25. Okay, so this is the dot method, that is the you have to access the student dot age. And there is another method, that is the parenthesis method. You can write here the student, and then you have to write here the big braces, and then here in single quote you have to write here that is name or age, whatever value you want to change, like suppose age, and then equal to, you have to write here that is post 26. So this is the another method. Now control plus S and then now control plus R, you can see here that age has been changed. So these are about the objects in JavaScript. Now we will study about the very most important concept, that is array. Array is used to store multiple values in single variable. That is, there will be only single variable in array. Let us see the example of that so that you can understand it very well. So to create an array, what you need to do, you need to create a variable and the name of the variable suppose colors, and then you have to write equal to, and in the big braces you have to write single quote and then the name of the color, that is red, and to separate that you have to use here the comma and then the second color name, that is blue. Okay friends, and in the last you have to write here the semicolon. Now you have created the array here friends. Okay, now to print the values of the colors you have to write document.write method, and inside the braces you have to write here the colors, that is the variable. Okay friends, now what you have to do, you have to save it, that is control S, control R. You can see that red and blue, that is the values of the array, is showing here friends. Okay, so this is the concept of array. Now friends, what you need to do, if you write here colors 1, that is index 1, now it will only print the blue color, that is blue. Why blue color? Because you can see that array index start with the 0, that is red is on the 0th index and blue is on the first index. And if you write here 0, index number 0, now it will print only red value friends. Okay, so this is about the index concept of the array guys. Now if you want to add any index value, that is color index number is 2, and then if you want to add any color name, that is suppose yellow, now then it will automatically add to the array. Okay, like if I remove here, that is index is this, and control plus S and then now control plus R, you can see here that yellow color also has been added to the array because we have added it friends. Okay friends, now friends, if you want to calculate the length of array, like colors and then index is 1, first index you want to calculate, then you have to use dot length, control plus R. You can see here that the length is showing here, that is the 4 friends, because the length of the blue color is 4. If I write here 0, then it will show you 3, because the length of the red color is 3, because red is 3. Now let's learn about functions in JavaScript. What is function? A function is a block of code which is used to perform any particular task, and function will only work whenever we invoke it. Let us see how to create a function. So guys, to create a function you have to write a function keyword, that is function keyword and then space and then the name of the function. Name of the function can be anyone. If I write here name, this is also name, and if I write here like F1, then this is also the name of the function. And after that these braces are must. These braces shows that this is function. Now let's write here document dot write statement, and then let's write here something like suppose in double quotes let's write here hello JavaScript. I have written here hello JavaScript and then the semicolon. Now if I save it like control plus S and then control plus R, nothing is showing here. Why? Because function will only work whenever you invoke it. So first of all you have to call the function, that is F1. So you have to write here that is the F1 and then the braces and then semicolon. Now control plus S and then now control plus R, you can see here that hello JavaScript is here, that is function is our function is working properly. So this is about the function in JavaScript friends. Okay friends, now the another thing in function is that we can pass parameters and arguments in function. Like if you want to pass parameter, then you have to write here name, and then inside the document.write, like if you want to print JavaScript after that, then you have to write here the concatenate, that is plus symbol, and then the name, that is name of that you can say that parameter. Now inside that f1 that is you have invoked that function, you have to pass here the argument, that is JavaScript. So this is argument, and parameter is when you use it when the time in the time of declaration. Okay, so this is the parameter, and here f1 JavaScript you can say that we have passed here the argument. So this is the difference. You can see that hello JavaScript is working, and if you write here in the like hello world here inside there, that is hello world, control S, control plus R, you can see here that hello world is there. So this is that how can we pass the parameters and arguments by using the function. So this is about that. So in next tutorial we will learn about function with return value, which is also the very important concept. Okay guys, let's learn about function with return value. So for that, what I have to do, I have to write here the function keyword and then the name of the function, that is sqr. You can name it any, and then I have to pass here the parameter, that is number. Suppose I want to find the square of any number. So for that, I have to write here the return keyword, and then the number into number, because I want to find the square of any number whatever I like. So this is the formula. And why return keyword? Because it will return the square of the number to the function. That's why I have to write return. And then I have to use here the var keyword, that is variable, and number equal to, and then I have to call the function, that is sqr is the function name. And then now inside that I have to pass the argument, suppose 3, because I want to find the square of 3, and then semicolon. And now what I have to do, I have to write here document.write method to print the square of any number, and then I have to pass here the variable name, that is number is the variable name, and then in the last there is a semicolon. You can see here that this number is the name of the variable, and I have accessed this number here inside the document.write. Now control plus s and control plus r, you can see here that there is 9, because 9 is the square of 3. So this is about the function with return value in JavaScript. So this is about JavaScript. I hope you have understood all the concepts of JavaScript. Friends, if you want to learn JavaScript in deep, then you can follow my tutorials. What was the best part of this video? You can comment me. If you like my video, then you can subscribe my channel, share this video to your friends, and press the bell icon for the latest notifications. We will meet in our next video. Till then, stay tuned with My Interest Tech. Thank you very much.